Good morning, everyone. This is Aura Rana here, your social science teacher from Cambridge International School, the SUA. I hope you all are safe at your home and taking care of your health every day by doing some yoga, meditation, some other exercises, and you are also spending some time on your studies. Dear children, I'm here again with my next session, and today we are going to complete our chapter 2 of history, that is from hunting, gathering to growing food. Earlier we have discussed its half part, now we are going to complete it. I hope you all have done the reading of the chapter as well as you have done the worksheet, whatever is provided to you. And if you people have any doubt, then you have watched the video also again. Am I right? Yes. So dear children, today we are going to discuss our history chapter 2, that is from hunting, gathering to growing food. I have also discussed about the old edition as well as the new edition, and I hope that confusion is now clear. Again, I want to tell you people, the history chapter 2 of the new edition, it consists of the chapter 2 and chapter 3 of the old edition. So if you people have the new edition book at your home, or if you have the old edition book at your home, it's okay. Whatever content and topics are there, they are covered in the both books. In new book, they are covered in only one chapter. The chapter is now lengthy one, and earlier it has been divided into two parts, that is chapter 2 and chapter 3. I hope I have made this clear. Okay, first of all, it's very important to discuss the lessons objectives. So today's lessons objectives are: number 1, to know about the Neolithic tools. Number 2, to know about Burjoham, that is a Neolithic site in Kashmir. To know about tribes. To know about Mehergarh, which is also a Neolithic site in Pakistan. Lessons outcomes. At the end of the lesson, the students will be able to know about the Neolithic tools. They will be able to know about Burjoham. They will be able to know about tribes. And at last, they will be able to know about Mehergarh. So dear children, I hope I have cleared all the lessons objectives and the outcomes. Now moving ahead, first of all, we will do the recapitulation of the earlier part which we have discussed on Wednesday. I hope you all are ready. So can we start? Yes. We have discussed early men started growing food by observing the different things. They also started taming animals by leaving food for them near their shelters. They also protected these animals from the wild animals. They also took care of the crop plants from the birds and the wild animals. In this way, they became farmers and herders. This process is also known as domestication. Domestication is a process in which people grow plants and look after animals. It took place about 12,000 years ago. Dear children, can you please tell me, this domestication belongs to which stone age? I hope you know the answer. Yes, this domestication took place in the Mesolithic period. Early men started domesticating the crops and animals. The earliest domesticated plants were wheat and barley, and the earliest domesticated animals were sheep and goat. When they started growing crops, they had to stay at the same place for a long period of time to take care of their crops. They have to collect the grains also. They have to protect them from the wars and the wild animals also. They made clay pots, wove baskets, and dug pits into the ground to store the grain. The grain that was stored was used as seed, food, gifts, and stored for food. So, dear children, I hope these all points are clear to you. Today, we are going to discuss about the Neolithic tools, tribes, Burjoham, Mehergarh. So, now let's discuss about these one by one. So, our first topic is Neolithic tools. Neolithic tools means the tools which were used in the Neolithic period, which started from 10,000 years back. The tools used in this period were new, different from the earlier tools which were used during the Paleolithic period and the Mesolithic period. These were polished and have fine cutting edges. Even though in this period some Paleolithic and the Mesolithic tools they were also in use. Mortars and pestles were used for grinding grains. Dear children, in the picture also you can find the various Neolithic tools. The Neolithic people used these flints to make tools and weapons for hunting, fishing, and other daily activities. I hope this topic is clear to you. Now our next topic is Burjoham. Burjoham is a Neolithic site which is in present-day Kashmir. Dear children, first of all, I want to ask one question from you. That what do you mean by archaeologist? I hope you have remembered as we have discussed in the first chapter of history. Archaeologists are the person or the historians, those who study the past things. And with the help of these past things, we are able to know about the history or about the life of the earlier people. So archaeologists have found traces of huts or houses. People built pit houses which were dug into the ground with steps leading into them. These may have provided shelter in cold weather. Archaeologists have also found the cooking hearths both inside and outside the huts, which suggest that depending on the weather, people could cook food either indoors or outdoors. Now there is one assignment for you people. You have to draw a pit house. Okay. Dear children, in Burjoham, many kinds of stone tools have been found, and these tools were sharp, they have fine cutting edges, and these were polished also. Even the mortars and pestles they have been also found, which were used for grinding grain. Even today also, after several thousand years later, we are using mortars and pestles for grinding grain. The Paleolithic tools as well as the Neolithic tool, these were also used in this Neolithic age. Dear children, now in this picture you can see a pit house. It was dug inside the ground and the stairs are leading inside it. Now in the next picture you are able to find some pots and how these pots have been used. These pots have been used for cooking food, especially the grains like rice, wheat, and lentils. These are also used for storing things. Many kinds of earthen pots have been found in Burjoham, and these were sometimes decorated. The people here, they have also started weaving cloth using different kinds of material, for example, cotton. So dear children, I hope this concept is clear to you. Let's recapitulate whatever we have discussed about Burjoham. Burjoham is a Neolithic site where the archaeologists have found the pit houses which were dug inside the earth or ground. Here the archaeologists have also found the cooking hearths which were used for cooking food. Many earthen pots which were decorated have also been found at Burjoham. The people, they have also started using the new tools which were very sharp and polished. Even mortars and pestles were used for grinding grains. The people, they also began weaving cloth using different kinds of material such as cotton. I have shown you one picture of the pit house as well as one picture of the earthen pots also, which were decorated and used for storing different things as well as cooking. So I hope I have made clear this new site, that was Burjoham. Now in this map also you can find some other Neolithic sites. I have shown you different maps in the earlier chapter also, but let's discuss about these sites again. The first one which they have shown in Kashmir, that is the Burjoham, which we have discussed now. Next one is Mehergarh, which we will discuss later, that is in Pakistan. Then there are some other sites also like Chirand, Koldivaha, Dojali Heding, Hallur, Payampalli. I hope you people are able to locate these all Neolithic sites on the map so you can do this practice at your home. Now our next topic is tribes. Usually 2 to 3 generations live together in small settlements or villages. Most families are related to one another and groups of such families form a tribe. In other words, we can say that when many farmers and herders live in group, that is called tribe. The members of tribe follow occupations such as hunting, gathering, farming, herding, and fishing. They also made tools, pots, baskets, and huts. The children of the tribe, they often look after small flocks as well as looking after the plants and driving away animals and birds that might eat them. They also take part in singing, dancing, and decorating their huts. They have rich and unique cultural traditions, including their own language, music, stories, and paintings. Dear children, now we are going to discuss our next topic, one more Neolithic site, that is Mehergarh. I hope you all are able to locate it on the map and you all are aware where is Mehergarh. Can you please tell me? Yes, Mehergarh is in present day Pakistan. So now let's discuss about it. It was a place where men and women learned domestication. They learned to grow wheat and barley. They have also reared sheep and goats. Bones of pig and deer were also found. It shows that these animals, they were also reared later. Dear children, in this picture also you can find the remains of some houses. These houses were in square or rectangular shape. Each house had 4 or more compartments, some of which may have been used for storage. Several burial sites were found at Mehergarh. The dead person was buried with goats as a food for the next world. They believed that there is some form of life after death. Let's revise about it. Mehergarh is a Neolithic site where the men and women learned domestication. They started growing wheat and barley, and they have also reared the animals like sheep and goats. Later, they have also started rearing the deer and pig. In one picture, we can find the traces of the square and rectangular houses. These houses have compartments which were used for storage. Several burial sites have been found at Mehergarh. The dead person was buried with goats as a food for the next world. They believed that there is some form of life after death. I hope I have made clear this site. Now, dear children, in this map you are able to find the Neolithic site Mehergarh, which is in present-day Pakistan. Dear children, now there is one homework for you people. As I have discussed 2 sites here, one was Burjoham and the other was Mehergarh. I hope I have made clear these both sites. Now what you people have to do? You have to do the comparison of these both sites. You have to make a table in which you have to differentiate these both sites. You have to mention all the features of these sites. Tell the area where they have been found and what are the other things found by the archaeologist. For example, houses, grains, animal bones, and some other features. I hope I have made clear this. Okay. Now, dear children, that's all about today's session. So let's recapitulate whatever we have discussed in today's session. We have started our today's session with the topic Neolithic tools. As the name suggests, new stone tools. The tools which were used in the Neolithic Stone Age. This Neolithic Stone Age has started 10,000 years back. The tools used in this period were sharp and polished. Even in this period, the Paleolithic tools as well as the Mesolithic tools, they were also in use. Mortars and pestles were used for grinding grains. And these mortars and pestles are used even today also after several thousand years later. The peoples of tribes live together in small settlements or villages and involved in different types of activities such as hunting, gathering, farming, herding, fishing, etc. Men, women, as well as children, they all are involved in different types of work. The men and women also make pots, baskets, tools, and huts. They also take part in singing, dancing, and decorating their huts. Tribes have rich and unique cultural traditions, including their own language, music, stories, and paintings. They also have their own gods and goddesses. Then we have discussed about Burjoham, which was a Neolithic site at Kashmir. Here the archaeologists have found the pit houses. These houses were dug inside the ground and which were very good for the cold weather. The archaeologists have found here the cooking hearths inside as well as outside the huts, which shows that the people, depending on the weather, used to cook food either indoors or outdoors. The different types of Neolithic tools have been found at Burjoham. Even the mortars and pestles, they were also used for grinding grain and other plant produce. The archaeologists have found here different types of pots which were decorated and made up of earthen clay. These pots were used for storing grains as well as for cooking. Then we have discussed about Mehergarh. Mehergarh was a Neolithic site which is in present-day Pakistan. It was the area where men and women they have domesticated the different crops and the animals. They learned to grow wheat and barley, and they have also reared sheep and goats. And later on, the bones of pig and deer have been found, which shows that these animals were also reared. We have also discussed about the houses with the help of one picture also. That shows that the houses were square or rectangular, and each house had 4 or more compartments. These compartments may be used for storage. The archaeologists have found several burial sites at Mehergarh. The dead person was buried with goats as a food for the next world. They believed that there is some form of life after death. So dear children, that's all about today. In this chapter, we have discussed about the Neolithic age and the Neolithic tools and 2 Neolithic sites, that is Burjoham and Mehergarh. I hope I have tried my best to make you people clear this topic. Now your work starts. You have to watch this video again. You have to do the reading of the chapter and then you have to do the worksheet. And today I have given you 2 more homework. One is to draw the pit house and other is to make a table differentiating the 2 Neolithic sites, Burjoham and Mehergarh. Dear children, that's all about today. Dear children, at last I just want to say take care of your health, stay safe, stay home, involve yourself in some creative work, help your parents in some household work, and please spend some time on your studies also. Thank you all. Have a blessed day.